Today, at some point later in 2019, there may be stuff to do in Fallout 76. This is CheckPoint. Welcome to CheckPoint. I'm Beej, filling in this week for Graham, who got super wrecked after his solo Oscar party last night and is currently delicately indisposed.
Apparently, Olivia Colman's Best Actress win for 18th century costume drama The Favourite necessitated drinking 18 shots of something called Queen Anne's Revenge.
The doctor says he should be fine after a complete blood transfusion, liver transplant, and lots of black coffee.
Overwatch Pro League team, the Houston Outlaws, have changed their official Season 2 slogan and hashtag less than 3 weeks after unveiling it because it was Texas Hard. According to the team, the phrase Texas Hard comes from their in-game calls. When someone says Texas, it's the code word for get on the point, and Texas Hard means get on the point right now. The problem, of course, came when the sweet summer children of the Houston Outlaws assumed that their fans would use Texas Hard as a rallying cry and not as a clever euphemism for having a raging erection. The team's slogan is now ante up. And if you listen closely, you can still hear the dying gurgles of thousands of unfunny boner jokes that were snuffed out by this change. They will not be missed.
Good news for any Nintendo fans looking to cram more reporting about their favorite gaming company into their comedy news show. Reggie Fils-Aimé is stepping down as president of Nintendo of America. In fact, already has. It's not due to his health or a scandal or any reason involving the failures of the market or anything like that. He just wants to spend more time with his family, which used to be a completely legitimate reason to retire young, and I hate that the more I acknowledge this, the more suspicious it becomes, so stop talking, Beej, and move on. Instead, I want to thank Reggie. Generally, C-level executives are seen as stodgy or dry or sometimes even maniacal and villain-esque, but Reggie always seemed fun and affable. He seemed to love putting on these little performances, and he leaned into the memes we created about him with zest. He didn't ooze the dad trying to be cool desperation like other gaming execs. Sure, Reggie was a marketer. He'd done it for years at Pizza Hut, and Guinness Beer, and VH1, so it'd be easy to be cynical and just chalk it up to him stumping for any attention he could get. But I like to think it was more than that. You can be a great marketer and also love what you market. I think that much like his contemporary Satoru Iwata, Reggie was genuinely excited to bring fun things to people. So, thank you, Reggie. Enjoy your retirement. I think you've earned it. And who's going to fill that Reggie-shaped hole? None other than Doug Bowser. Doug's got a lot of experience working at other video game companies. He's been with Nintendo in executive positions for a few years now, and more appropriately, he's named after Bowser Jr. And while Bowser taking over Nintendo sounds a lot like the plot to a Nintendo-produced movie, or at the very least a lazy Friday afternoon pitch for a Twitter gimmick, we've tried all these jokes before, specifically back in 2015 when Bowser was first hired. In fact, I bet when Doug joined the company, he probably caught hell all the time with people guffawing, "Lol, why aren't you working at Nintendo? Bowser, lol," proving that writing comedy is a lot harder than it looks. If nothing else, if Doug, and I'm calling him Doug because I can't handle calling him Bowser, if Doug ever does anything evil as the Nintendo of America president, it won't come as a surprise, because we've come to expect it from Bowser. You might even say, our bodies are ready.
Bethesda has outlined its 2019 roadmap for Fallout 76 with an extensive series of new modes, quests, and vault raids, all of which will be free. The spring update, called Wild Appalachia, will gradually roll out brewing and distilling, a survival PvP mode, vending machines, cameras, a legendary vendor, and 2 new quest lines starting on March 12th. The summer's Nuclear Winter update promises yet another mode called Nuclear Winter and high-level vault raids. And finally, fall's Wastelanders update will introduce new quest lines, factions, and public events. So all in all, I'm eagerly anticipating Fallout 76 when it comes out of alpha this fall.
There's been a lot of chatter about Solid Snake's ass, again, thanks to his recent appearance in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. The developers swapped out the tender rendering of Metal Gear Solid 2's Snake Ass with a flatter appearance which ignited the passions of the kind of people who like a good video game bum. Twitter user SnowRadish wrote a tweet imagining Snake's take on his own ass, quote, Colonel, I'm trying to sneak around, but I'm dummy thick, and the clap from my ass cheeks keeps alerting the guards. In case you need to hear that again, here it is.
Colonel, I'm trying to sneak around, but I'm dummy thick, and the clap of my ass cheeks keeps alerting the guards.
If you're not familiar with voice actors, that was David Hayter, the actual for-real voice of Solid Snake, giving that tweet life. Hayter later tweeted that he did that performance specifically for his friend's son's TikTok channel, but did you know you can go to a website called Cameo and just pay David Hayter $50 to say whatever you want? Like, that's his actual job? Saying things for money? We don't even offer that. We could too, man. The internet is amazing.
Yeah, man, let's get on that. Like, Beej isn't famous enough to be on Cameo, but if you send him $25, he'll talk about tonguing your ass all day.
And for $50, I'll leave that part out.
Coming up, Pokemon Go players will soon be able to change their teams, finally giving them a new series of screens to skip through after their team leader tells them the Pokemon they just caught is trash. Piss. None of that Persona stuff got on there.